Good evening, good people. It's your girl Nicole, and I'm coming to you live from the Beauty for Ashes room. Y'all know what day it is. That's right, it's Wednesday. I hope you all had a good and productive and positive field day today. I want to welcome you to the 11th episode of season 3 of Home Speaks. All right, so tonight I'll be coming from the topic, being supportive. Are you that friend? So let's just dive right in and see if we can unpack this topic. Now, if you follow me, then you know what's next. That's right, I gotta give you a definition. So, to be supportive is defined as providing help, assistance, or encouragement. That's a big one. Or to be kind and helpful to someone in need. It's something you do genuinely from the heart because you want that person to win. You want that person to succeed. It entails being open to accepting the other person's perspectives and their needs, as well as constructively trying to explore each other's differences, right? There's got to be a balance. So let's talk about the different ways that you can be supportive. You can show up for that person to be supportive in many different ways. You can show empathy where you understand and you share their feelings. You can actively listen to them and what they're saying to you. And a crucial part about being supportive is listening without judgment. Let me say that again, because we have a tendency to be judgmental. A crucial part of being supportive is listening without judgment. You can also have a positive attitude because, think about it. Ain't nothing worse than being around what they call a negative Nancy. There's nothing worse than being around someone who is always negative, or they're just being negative when what you need in that moment, in that time right now, is positive support, right? You can also make sure to have open communications with the other person, but still give them time to share with you. Still give them their little space, right? Don't push too hard. Don't apply too much pressure, right? Give them their time to share with you. You can also provide reassurance and encouragement. Who doesn't need either of those things? Who doesn't need encouragement? We all need encouragement, right? And that's a big one because we all need it from time to time, especially in the times that we're living in now. You should be able to offer help if needed, and if you do help, do it from your heart. Do it from your heart and not for just attention. You know those types of people who do stuff with a motive behind it, who do things just so they can throw it in your face later, who do things just so they can say, yeah, I helped her do that. Oh, yeah, I helped him put that together. Oh, they wouldn't have got this, that, or the other without me. You know, those types of people, they do it so they can get the recognition for doing it. And you can also continue to stay in touch with them. Stay in touch with them, and you check on them from time to time. Provide resources if you can. These are the different things that you can do as a friend to be supportive, to show support. And guess what? It doesn't always have to be in the form of money. See, people saying, oh, they want support. That means they want money. Support is more than money. It doesn't always require money. But let's talk about the flip side of that. There are ways and things that you yourself need to be careful of, mindful of, that you should look for that will tell you if you have a supportive friend in your circle. If they are supportive, then you'll see that they will listen to you and they won't disparage your feelings. You'll see that they will support your growth and your interest. They won't compare you to anyone else, and they won't themselves compete with you. So when they're not supportive, that should also be easily seen. But sometimes, because we're friends, and I'm doing air quotes for that, because sometimes the people we call friends or we think that are our friends are not our friends, right? But we miss the signs because we think they're our friends, right? But the signs are all there. The signs will always be there. If they're not, these are things that you can look for. They won't actively listen to you. They're not going to hear you. You ever talk to somebody and you can tell they're not even listening? That's what I'm talking about. They won't actively listen to you. They will dismiss your feelings. They will rarely offer encouragement. They will criticize your efforts. They will avoid celebrating your achievements. Now, with that, you ever notice, or have you ever experienced this, where you're excited about something that just happened and you want to share the news with your friend, and you tell them, and you can tell from their facial expression they don't care. They're not happy for you. They could care less what's going on, right? And they just look so, well, let me just pretend I care. But you can tell that their concern or their joy is not real, right? That's what I'm talking about with those people. Avoid those types of people. But when you see stuff like that happening, that's when your mind should click on and say, okay, this is a little shady. Or those people that say, if you share, oh, I just wrote a book. Oh, girl, I see you with your little book. Or with your little business. I see you got your little liquor license. Everything has a little shade to it, but they want to act like it's funny. Those people are not supportive. And you need to stop dismissing those and calling them jokes or accepting it as a joke and see it for what it really is. But they won't celebrate with you. They won't check on you during difficult times. They will always prioritize their own needs over yours, and they will genuinely seem uninterested in anything you have going on in your life. Nothing. They're like, oh, okay. All right, good for you. I'm happy for you. Pay attention to those types of people. They are not supportive. They're not genuinely supportive, because anybody can fake it, right? But a real friend, that's the key word. A real friend won't operate like that. A real friend is joyous. They have joy. They share the same amount of enthusiasm that you have for whatever you're excited about. Whatever you're celebrating, they're here for it. They're all in. But you would even think sometimes that they're more happier than you are. That's the type of friend that's supportive. And in these days, it's very hard to find. But like I said, a real friend won't act that way. A real friend is there through it all. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Now, when you have someone in your circle that you call friend, and I'm going to say that a lot, that you call friend, support should come natural to them if they really are your friend and not in competition with you. Don't miss that part. That they are not in competition with you. But these days, some people, they can't, or I should say they won't support you because they feel that you may get there first. That you might beat them to the punch. That you may do better than them. And so on and so on. But if people would only stop the foolishness, if they would put jealousy to the side and comparison to the side, it will be so much easier to be genuinely supportive. Now, a big problem that I'm seeing in people in this time and these days, especially with friends, and it's disturbing, but it's the truth. They expect you to show up for them in all capacity. Whatever you got going on, right? Whatever they got going on, I should say. They want you to show up, but they will not do the same for you. And part of the reason is they have this secret animosity. They have secret jealousy. And sometimes, if not most, it's just downright selfishness. And I never understood how someone can ask of you to do X, Y, Z, all sorts of things as it relates to supporting them with whatever they're doing. And as soon as you ask for the same, they're nowhere to be found. You can't find them. They won't take your calls, answer your texts, your emails, nothing. Right? They'll want you to share a post for them on social media or share a flyer or something that they're doing. They want you to help them promote a conference, promote their new book, promote their new business, promote their ministries, and whatever else they're doing. They want you to do that with ease, without hesitation, because they know that's the type of person you are. That's the type of person that I am, right? Now, I may not be able to support you monetarily all the time, but what I can do, I will do. But for the most part, you can do all the things that I just mentioned, right? And more. All the things to show your support, to be supportive, but they won't do the same for you as you have done for them. And it's the same people. The same people that you support won't support you. And now I'm not saying that you should do things to get things back, right? But where is the level of reciprocity with people that you call friends? I just don't understand it. And maybe it's just me. I don't know. I just don't understand people like that. You can't want from others what yourself is not willing to do in return. I gotta say that again. Let me say that again. You cannot want or expect from others what you yourself is not willing to do in return. And not only that, but some people, they have this fear if they support you, if they support someone else, it's going to take away from what they got going on. Listen, let me tell you this. If you're doing what God called you to do, nobody can take away from it. Nobody can dim your light. Your light will shine bright even if both of you are doing the same thing. Even if both of your light is side by side, it will still shine the same way. Yeah, me might be doing something. Yeah, me and her might be making t-shirts. But my shirts will always be different. Your shirt will always be different. Whatever you are doing, whatever you're operating in your calling, no matter if it's the same, it's still going to be different because the anointing to do what you're doing is different. I need y'all to catch what I'm saying. It still will be different. But when we compete with each other, or when we compare with each other, is when things fall apart. And then sometimes, if not most of what I see is those people, those very same people that you support, they can't support you publicly because of the way they talk about you privately. I need you to catch that. They can't support you in public because of how they talk about you in private. Because of those conversations they have behind your back, they can't support you publicly in your face. Because the people that they sit and talk with, they're not going to see, okay, this person got two sides. You were just talking about me, but you over here supporting her? See, they can't risk that happening. So that's why they can't publicly support you like you do for them. And it's so disheartening, but that's the bottom line. That's the truth of the truth. It's right up there. It's right up there as the number one reason. And this is with people that you call friend, people that are in your circle, right? But if we can come together, if we come together and be supportive in a genuine way with pure motives and good intentions, we can get so much stuff done. If we can come together, hear me, and collaborate, we can get so much done. If we can come together and push each other, we can get so much done. We can all eat at the table, like what you bring to the table. We can all eat at the table if we help build the table together. If we set up the table together. If we gather the seats together. If we lay the foundation the table will be built on together. We can all win at this thing called life if we just support each other and we do it genuinely. But we gotta stop. We gotta stop this, what they call the crab in the bucket mentality. Especially in our community, especially amongst us women, black women. There's this very sad stereotype that black women cannot come together, that black women can't get along with each other, that black women can't work together. But if we tell the truth, if we look around, especially now, that statement or that stereotype, whatever you want to call it, we're proving them right. We're proving their point instead of proving them wrong. And we're doing it by way of how we treat each other. Listen, I wrote a book, I think it's been maybe 2 years now. And recently, I've noticed there are a lot of other people that are also writing books, right? I've had people that I know personally, that I call friend, or that I have only met on social media and or have connected with because they wrote a book. They also wrote a book. And I didn't mind not one bit sharing their good news. If I call you friend, or if I have some type of connection with you and you wrote a book, you best believe I will support you with your book, even if you didn't buy mine. I will share on social media. I will purchase it. I will read it. Don't miss that part. I will actually read it. I'll make a review. And I'll even recommend to others, hey, go buy so-and-so book. And you know why? You know why or how I'm able to do that? Because that's just in me. That's just who I am. That's the type of person that I am. I can do that because I'm not in competition with any other writer. Hear me. I'm not in competition with any other writer, any other author. I'm not in competition with them. So it makes me no difference. It doesn't take away from me. It doesn't hurt me. It doesn't pull money out of my pocket. It doesn't keep me up at night. I can share their book because it does not take away from mine. My book is different and will always be different. And it costs me nothing. Well, outside of the cost of the book, of course. It cost me nothing to be genuinely supportive. It took nothing away from my own book by sharing another book, somebody else's book. It cost me nothing. Listen, we have got to do better. We've got to change our mindset. We've got to do better with each other. We've got to put the pettiness and the hatefulness and the jealousy aside and work with each other. You can't be a content creator or whatever your business is, right? And you're promoting it. And you want people to follow you. You want them to like your page, share your page, to advertise for you for free, right? Because that's really what we're doing. You want all these things, but your sister across the street is doing the same thing. Or she's might be doing something different. And you wouldn't do any of the things you're requiring or asking of your followers to do. That don't make sense to me. That doesn't make any sense to me. And I think that is selfish. Very selfish and low down. Because how dare you ask me to follow you, to do this, that, and the other. And then when I say, hey, my business is up and running, can you follow my page? I hear crickets. I don't hear nothing from you. But that's the type of things that we have to deal with. We have got to change our mindsets. We have got to stop being so one-sided with people or all about yourself. We've got to put that pettiness aside. There is so much to do together. We can win so much if we work together, if we support each other instead of being all for yourself. If you want a friend, show yourself friendly. If you want support, be supportive. Because what you make happen for others, God will make happen for you. Let me say that again, and that's something I hear a lot from my pastor. He says, what you make happen for others, God will make happen for you. Be supportive with the people you call friend. Be there in whatever capacity they need you to be. And actually, it doesn't always have to be a friend only. It could be just somebody just trying to get their feet wet. Just trying to get in the door. And it's not going to take away anything from you to just say, you know what? I don't know this person, but what they got going on lines up with, it's godly. Because I ain't supporting nothing that ain't. So let's be clear on that. Hey, yeah, I'll share your post. I'll share your page. Get you out there. We all have to start somewhere, but we can't do it on our own. We need help. We need genuine support. So be supportive. Not only with just people, like I said, that you call your friends. You can start somewhere, right? Whether it's supporting them in their businesses, in their ministries, or when they're going through hard times. That's another big issue that I see. When people are going through hard times, where are the people that you support? Every time your phone rings, you're going to answer it. Every time there's a funeral, you go to it. Every time there's a death, you show up, you check on, you do this and you do that. And nobody ever notices when you're lacking in something, when you're hurting, when you're grieving. Where's the support then? I need people to understand this world, this life is not always centered around you. And the people that are strong, or those people they think that are strong, always show up, always encourage. We need support too. Let me just say that. We need support too. So be supportive in whatever capacity is needed if you call yourself a friend. We all need support. So let's not expect it when we don't give it ourselves. Be and do for others as you would want them to be and do for you. It's not a hard thing to do, people. It should be easy, depending on the condition of your heart. Let me say that. It will come easy when you're operating kingdom-wise. When you have a kingdom mindset, it should be easy, and your motives will be pure. If it's coming from a godly place. So let's just do better. Let's make today. Let's choose this very moment. Let's choose right now. Okay, we're going to turn off that switch that says selfish, and we're going to turn on the switch that says supportive. And we're going to show up as a supportive person. We're going to show up in a manner that we want people to show up for us, so everybody can win. Be supportive for each other so we all can win. Good people, that's all I have for you on tonight. I pray something has been said that will show you how to be a supportive person, a supportive friend, and the importance of reciprocity and just showing up in whatever capacity that you're needed in at that time. Another thing my pastor likes to say, you never need a friend until you need a friend. So do better. Be better. And let's just be supportive all around with genuineness so we can all win. I thank you all so much for listening. You all can follow me on my Facebook page, Home Speaks. You can follow me on my YouTube channel for my weekly Wednesday podcast and all things ministry under Nicole Holmes, Beauty for Ashes. You can follow me on Spotify also for my weekly podcast, Home Speaks. You can also visit my website. That is Beauty for Ashes 8. That is the number 8.com to purchase my book, my first book, Beauty for Ashes, the story behind the breakthrough. You can also find that book on Amazon. And as always, if nothing else, remember, you are appreciated, you are needed, you are valued, you are heard, and most of all, you are loved. And every day, not just yesterday, not maybe today, or not hopefully tomorrow, but every day you wake up, God will give you beauty for ashes. I'm your host, Nicole, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Peace.